Hello and good morning. Right now we are standing in front of one of my mentor spots, Phil Immel of the Immel team. This is one of the guys that when I first got into the business, he was somebody that took me under his wing and I will never forget him. Here's what's going to happen today. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk with a great guy, and he is a real estate guru. But wait, check this out. Check out his license plate. That proves to you all that he's a real estate guru. Now we're going to go into his office. It's right here, right in front of Monarch Bay, in Monarch Beach, California. And we're going to see his awesome and amazing offices. And you're going to see how real estate does not have to be boring. Real estate could be amazing. Well, let's see if he's here. We just happen to have the guru right here.
What's going on, gents? How you doing, Chipper?
How you doing?
Good, baby.
This is my main man here, Phil Immel. And as I said, when we first started in the business, Kim and I, this guy just opened up wholeheartely. He's so much fun. He's so jovial. But I'll tell you one thing, this guy is a wealth of information. Right, Phil?
I hope so.
Right. Phil, as a matter of fact, we're just going to walk through your office.
Yeah.
Let's just feel free right now. But as we're walking, here's what I want you to do. See, I'm going to give him the rules now.
Yeah.
I want you to, drop some knowledge. We want to have a lot of fun today.
Yeah.
But we also want people to understand what's going on with the 2017 with real estate.
Got it.
Since it's starting off right now in January. So you take the wheel of this car now.
All right, well, good. But well, maybe we can show them our beautiful $20 million oceanfront listing in Monarch Bay. This is the guy that invented Scoop Kitty Litter. It's spectacular. So this place 24/7 as the lights are on, like a showroom in our new, we call it the Apple Store office. And what else? A Facebook startup because of the high cool ceilings. And it's kind of old school meets new school here at the Immel team.
Right now, you just had a recent remodel here too, right, Phil?
Yeah, this summer we remodeled it. It was an old, dirty little place that low ceilings and fluorescent lights, and we didn't like that, so we decided to gut it side to side, top to bottom, nice 20-foot ceiling. So
Awesome.
come on through. These are lovely staff. That's Jacqueline over there.
Jacqueline.
Hey, Kira over here.
Hey, Kira. Kira's back.
She's way back.
I mean, and looking good, Kira.
And
Look at
looking good.
she's not at a computer. She's at a space module. Look at it.
Oh, they all get
Look at that. They have 3 monitors,
Well, we're
man.
busy here.
That's right. Awesome.
And this is Nick Church over here, longtime
Nick.
friend, and been with us a year or two, and doing great.
Awesome, Nick. Great to see you. And this is good friends of Cindy and Steve Day, who are good friends of mine, so just shout out to them. And hey, look, we have the license plate again, so we know we are talking to the guru.
See, Guru, we got some cool art, American flag going on, some nice beach scenes. If you want to take up surfing today there, Chipper, you can do that.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take up surfing.
Yeah, I think that was us about, what, 30, 40 years ago?
Right there. That's right.
Yeah, they got a Ribbon Team surfboard up there for you.
Look, he has his own surfboard. See, this is what happens when you're in the business for a while, and this is some of the fruits of your labor.
Yeah, only 42 years now.
Wow, 42 years. So he and I together have about 70 years.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. Now, speaking of a control panel, this is the man, the myth, and the legend right here.
Chip, great to
Chris
see you.
Johnson.
How's it
He
going?
does all of our great marketing, social media, filming when you're not filming, and all that good stuff.
Right, that's the man.
And over here behind this, we got a green screen, so when we shoot our
Yeah,
vlog-
that's right. This is when we go like this. We go. This is a step and repeat,
baby.
Immel style. Step and repeat. Step and repeat.
That's it. And we have our real flowers. They smell good, huh? On Facebook Live. Oh boy,
my
they
God!
smell good.
Those are, what's that? A lilac?
It wasn't $20 at Costco. We won't tell them. Hey, let's walk out here, guys. We'll just push these open.
Oh man!
And you got to work with a view, you know. So our clients are view buyers, and that's Catalina Island, beautiful Santa Ana day here in Orange County, and with our little Zen garden out here with our bamboo live. You can see the surf below the Ritz-Carlton that direction.
Over here, the Ritz-Carlton over there.
Yeah, right up on the bluff top there. So it's just a spectacular day out here, and everything's good.
So Guru, so you couldn't get a good location, so you had to wind up here, huh?
You know, location, real estate. I had to suffer through this one. Yeah.
So Guru, now, actually, people always want to know. They're always asking. I'm sure you and me. What do you think is going to be happening differently in 2017 than it did in 2016 with real estate?
Great question. I think real estate's very strong, in a very strong cycle right now. Of course, it's been, after the debacle of 2008 and beyond, it kind of stabilized in 2012, and things have gone up like 45%. So prices now are higher than they were before the crash in most of Orange County and a lot of other locations in Southern California and probably across the country. But, obviously there's the new Trump administration. Think what you will of it or not, I don't know. But, real estate in terms of purchasing a home is tied to two things. And it really is jobs. So the better the unemployment picture is for the whole economy across the country, the better off real estate is going to continue to be strong. I think we're only going to see 5% appreciation.
We have a truck coming. This is live. Let's close the doors here and.
Yeah, let's get there.
Right.
You want to sit at the table and chat?
Yeah,
You want to be off with me?
Yeah, right.
What do you think? And I'll get the flour out of the way.
Right. Wait, watch that flower. It's very tender and sweet smelling.
It does smell good, though, I'll tell you. So, anyway, so basically, strong economy, low unemployment, more jobs, more people can afford to make payments, right? Now, at the luxury level, what's really important, say luxury could be, depending on how you define it, in Orange County, it could be $3 million and up, but in a lot of places over $1 million is important. But because the stock market's running at an all-time high and just cracked the 20,000 barrier for the first time ever, that creates a lot of high net worth for executives and people with stock options and things like that. So we expect the luxury market to be healthy as well. I think there's a lack of supply clearly at the low end of homes, and that's going to be frustrating to first-time buyers.
Right.
And as you graduate it up, families grow, they get a bigger home. There hasn't been a lot of the trade-up market yet from, the family that's been in a 2,000-foot home that needs to get to 3 or 4. And the lack of inventory is keeping prices very firm, and I think we're going to continue that role. And at the luxury level, there's a lot of product, but a lot of it's old, and if it's really in a great location, 90% of it you got to tear down. So not everybody has the fortitude to do that.
Right. Now, Phil, of course, you work in the luxury market. That's your baby. Right now, we are working in the first-time home buyer market, and I'm always asked all the time, is this a good time for people to get into the market? We know it's a seller's market. However, interest rates, even though they did have their first hike in 10 years last year, the interest rates are still low. So we have it's a seller's market, but interest rates are low. So what do we tell first-time buyers if they're contemplating purchasing their first home?
Well, I think if you've got a good job and stability and you plan on being in the area, say 5 years or longer, it's still a great time to buy. On the interest rate factor, it's really been, over, if you look at a 60-year cycle of interest rates, is it the lowest it's ever been? No, but it's just a nidge more than that.
Right.
I was in the market in, I think, 1981, prime rate hit 21.5%. FHA, VA mortgages were 16.5%, and conventional mortgages were 18%.
Yes.
So you can imagine how much business there wasn't in real estate.
Right.
So when a home buyer who's never experienced those kinds of market, perhaps like their parents or even grandparents, it's still historically low interest rates. And the main thing is rents are at an all-time high and continuing to climb, 3 to 5% a year. So if you find the right neighborhood, you want to stabilize into a market for 5 years or more, great. If you're going to get relocated in a year or two, keep renting. But at the same time, I think you're going to have to jump into the market for those that it's pertinent to, and you still get tax deductions, and that's what a lot of people don't understand that are first-time buyers. But if let's say you're in a 30% tax bracket and your husband and wife are working, things like that, what happens is you've got the capability to deduct your interest and your property taxes. So it's basically a government subsidized program that's always existed in the United States in real estate. So if you're paying, let's say, $3,000 a month in rent, and you can go buy a place for $4,000 total monthly payment, with HOAs and property taxes and the whole thing, after taxes, you're still going to be down after tax maybe to $3,000 a month. So why not?
So in essence, to break that down, what you're saying is if there's only a $1,000 or so delta at the $3,000 rent level.
Right.
So, like, let's say the house note would be $4,000.
Yes.
It's really, with all of the tax breaks, really $3,000,
Right.
and you won't be paying somebody else's note. You'll be paying your own note.
Right, you'll be building equity.
Right.
Right, on top of it, and so you'll be paying down the loan. You'll still get those tax deductions, of course, as long as you own that property. And it really is pretty mathematically simple to figure out in everybody's situation. If they talk to their CPA and say, gee, should I do this? You know, if you're predicting, especially a young family, they should jump into the market.
Right. And the thing is, Phil, there is there is nobody, unless, I know we have some people out there, comment if you know anybody that's a multimillionaire/billionaire that doesn't have real estate in their portfolio.
Right.
So that is the one. Now there are some that may not have stocks, maybe, you know, a few,
Right.
but you have to have real estate. That is an investment in your future. If you do want to have stability, if you do want to have generational wealth, if you do want to have something to pass down to your children, you have to get into real estate.
And we all have a lot of children to pass on.
Yeah. Some of us more than others, Guru.
Well, we don't talk about everything here. But the other thing is, too, if you own your own home, you can make your own improvements if you want to paint it or re-landscape it. These are valuable things. You know, you don't like the old grungy kitchen where you're renting. You get a new home, you can put a new kitchen in, depending on what you, 20, 30, 40,000, depending on things. So, and it's an asset. It will help improve the value of your home. So the other key I always tell first-time buyers, or actually wealthy people, is no matter what you buy, always think, because a lot of people say, I'm going to buy and this is the only home I'm going to own forever. Like,
Right.
Guru has heard this.
Yeah, right. You've heard that before.
So what I would say is, whatever you buy, make sure you know who you're going to sell it to, just in case anything changes in your life. You know, medical things come up, divorces come up, all kinds of things like that. Or you get a job relocation. You always want to know what your first purchase that you can resell it, and to whom is that audience you would resell it to. You know, and like, for example, at the beach, you're going to find people that are going to buy a home and then they might get relocated or something. Well, they could make a nice investment property out of that. That's kind of a natural progression of things to do. But they could also, you know, if you think about who you could resell it to, at the beach we have normally employed people, and then we have people that the big second home market. You know, people when it gets hot in Phoenix and Vegas and wherever, or the entertainment folks from Los Angeles would come down. They want a beach house. So you've got a broader market and a real strong market at the coastal.
Right.
And it's strong everywhere, so
Right.
we encourage them to make the move.
Right, and I guess in that you're saying when you do own your own house, and you should always be thinking about who you're going to sell it to.
Right.
Let's not put a surfboard on the wall next to a tire, and don't personalize your house.
I don't have any tires.
No.
Keep going.
and pink and blue. I mean, don't over personalize and make your house and spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to make your house
Right.
if you want to sell
true,
it.
So true, right. Keep it as generic as you can with taste and flair.
Right.
Keep it decluttered.
Right.
Right.
Wait, I have to say to our wonderful cameraman there, do we have anybody online right now?
Yeah, Brandon Burden says Phil's a good guy.
You're right. Oh, Phil's awesome. Well, Brandon Burton, what about me, man? I mean, I'm the one that knows you, and then.
Well, I sent him $5 early.
Oh, okay. So, CJ, people chime in with questions because this guy is a wealth of
ask
information, and I'm a wealth of information, and you gotta vouch for me. Quick vouch.
Oh, big time, baby.
See, okay, I've been vouched for
Everything
about a
I
guru.
learned, I learned from him.
There you, whoa. So if you have any questions, and so when we have a break, don't interrupt me, okay, cameraman? Don't interrupt me. But if you guys have any questions, because Phil Immel, the guru, he's well versed in real estate, and even though he's not a mortgage guy or a loan guy, has so much experience with that. So you can even tap into that a little bit. So
Yeah, mortgage title escrow. I used to run divisions as the CEO for Coldwell Banker, which owned title company, escrow company, and mortgage. So I ran those operations. So I have a broad range. Fire any question away.
Right.
The Guru and Guru Junior.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. So, Phil, why don't you do this? And because I'm asking you, it's not that you're being self-centered. So I'm asking you, why don't you tell us, because it's so intriguing to me to know what your background actually is, where you graduated. And even start from when we were both thespians. I said thespians, okay? Thespians. We were thespians at one time.
I was born and raised in Chicago, lived in a place like Minnesota in my childhood, New Jersey, back to Chicago, finished high school there, went to Creighton University in Omaha, Nebraska for 2 years, and then I fell in love with real estate when I went to, my parents moved to San Diego, and I was the last of 5 kids, and I was bored, didn't know anybody, so I took a real estate course down there. All the light bulbs went on, fell in love with it, got my license at 19 years old, switched to San Diego State, majored in real estate there, and then I was selling real estate to pay my way through college entirely because the family didn't have enough reserves to do it, let's just say, which was fine. You had nothing like a good work ethic. It teaches you, right?
That's right.
And then, so after, anyway, I sold real estate as a salesperson. Then I went corporate for Coldwell Banker for 10 years, and proud to say I was the youngest vice president to this day after 100 some years with a great company it is. And I was the youngest VP in the United States for them, and I managed branches, regions, worked at the national headquarters here in Newport Beach. We expanded the company out, from all the mom and pops to the big box kind of concept that it is today. Had wonderful mentors and trainers that are still alive and live right along the coast here, have become clients, and just very blessed and fortunate with the people that taught me the things, and I still learn something new every day after 42 years.
Right. Well, that's amazing. And the thing is he's a wealth of information. I can always come to him. And this is another thing I'll say is make certain whatever your discipline, whatever your goals and aspirations are, make certain that you align yourself with people who are doing what you want to do. And I'll do that in a minute. With Phil Immel, I see what he's doing. I hear all the things that other agents say about him who respect him. And this is my guy that I come to. Are there any questions there that anyone is asking?
Your wife says, look, your wife's looking at you.
Oh, am I looking fine, baby?
Is my wife looking at her too?
Yeah, Valerie, even if you're seeing this later, Valerie.
I forgot to tell her we're doing this live.
Oh, right. See, that's the thing. More people are going to be seeing this.
You have a question. How do you think the new administration will affect real estate?
I think it's going to be healthy, and I think it's going to be good because of more U.S. job-based things and things like that. So I think it's going to be very stable and helpful to the real estate market. I think this year will go down as one of the best years in sales.
Wow.
Other than lack of inventory, there's more demand from the buyer side, and obviously there's not enough product overall. But it's going to be a good year for real estate. Last year was a great year for real estate when you look at all the numbers that got surmised.
Right. Well, awesome. And who was that question from?
That was from Mom.
Wait, so is the only person in our audience is my wife? That's it?
Is there anybody more important?
That's right. Wait, that's right. I should look at the glass half full, I guess, right? Dang, my wife is out there. Hey, baby. Okay. But the thing is that with live video, Phil, this is something that is going to be on our website because I tagged you also.
Good.
So though we didn't promote this, like you said, the next time we do it, we'll tell people. And good thing we didn't tell them it would be at 10:30 either.
Right.
So we'll get a regular time and it's going to build. But this, I wanted to go down in history. This is the first show that we're doing, and the reason for that is this is the first guy when Kim and I got into real estate, all those years back.
Centuries ago.
Yeah, so see who even remembers, but this was the first guy who just believed in us and
still do.
Yeah, that's right, baby, and we're finally starting to get traction here. We love working with our clients, and real estate is so vast that the guru here, he's doing the luxury property where his clientele is different than first-time home buyers, but there's something for everybody here. So the thing that we will say, real estate this year, as he said, is a great year to purchase real estate.
It is. Yep.
So, are there any more questions from Kim? Kim, you don't have any more? So, and Brandon Burton, is he still popping? So, so like the audience, I tell you
We
what,
will expand our audience.
that's
in the
right.
future.
No, and I'm going to tell you what, people are going to look at this later, and you're going to be sorry you weren't here. But it's our next time, Guru.
Yes,
you know
sir.
how we're marketers.
Oh.
Next time we're going to tell people about this.
Yeah.
And it's going to go.
This is just a dry run for us.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But there'll be many more. We love working together.
It feels great, right?
It feels good. Thanks,
well, Guru,
bud.
thank you so much. And this year also, last year, our sons became realtors. So Ryan and
Yeah.
CJ.
My son Ryan is and CJ, terrific. We hope they hurry up and take over the team, right?
That's right. That's right. All right. Thanks a lot from the Guru and Chip.
Mike Woodard said dry run.
All right. Okay. Hey, Mike. Hey, at least you're there.
But there's
baby.
no more drought.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
It's a problem as you get older.
That's right. Thank you guys from the Guru
Nice
Center.
audience. Okay. Bye.